We see people sitting alone everywhere, on buses, in cafes, at work, and scrolling through their phones. Despite being more connected than ever, many feel apart, even when surrounded. This is the paradox of modern loneliness. It's not just about being alone. You can be at a party or have hundreds of online friends and still feel isolated. This essay will explore this problem and why so many of us feel disconnected, even with so many ways to connect. We will seek answers and a path towards hope. Our world is filled with screens. They are everywhere. We carry these devices. They promise constant connection, a remarkable triumph. But is digital connection the same as a true human connection? The digital world offers community. We build our digital profiles. But online spaces can be deceptive. It is easy to compare our real lives to the seemingly perfect versions we encounter. This can leave us feeling inadequate or more alone. The digital world can feel like a thin veil separating us from real human presence. How is digital life affecting our real connections? Are we using these tools wisely? The city wakes up. People spill onto the streets. They fill buses and trains. They rush along pavements, a river of humanity. Yet look closer. See the faces in the crowd. Many are turned downwards, gazing into small, bright rectangles. Headphones create invisible walls, sealing each person off. A sea of individuals moving in unison but strangely apart. Each one is cocooned in a private bubble of sound and light. The public square, once a place of lively chatter and shared experience, feels different now. It is often a collection of solitary journeys taken side by side, a quiet hum of isolation amidst the urban roar. Consider the morning commute. The train carriage is packed. People stand shoulder to shoulder or sit in rows, but there is little eye contact, few spontaneous conversations. Instead, thumbs dance across screens, scrolling through endless feeds. Games are played, videos are watched, messages are typed. Each person seems to be somewhere else entirely. Their minds are far away in a digital landscape. They are present in body but absent in spirit from the shared space. This daily ritual of collective travel highlights a deep personal separateness, a silent agreement to remain within one's own designated mental zone. Then there is the cafe. The aroma of coffee fills the air. The gentle murmur of conversation should be welcoming, inviting. But often you see solitary figures at many tables, a laptop open, a phone placed beside a cooling cup. Some are working, yes, but many are simply passing time. They are seeking refuge from something or perhaps just filling a void. The screen offers a constant, readily available companion. It demands little, yet it seems to offer an escape from the quiet. The cafe, a traditional hub of social interaction, now often hosts silent digital vigils, a place to be alone together with the glow of a screen for company. Even in moments of leisure, in parks or public squares designed for connection. We observe this pattern repeating itself again and again. Families sit on benches, each member absorbed in their own device. Friends walk together, but their attention is frequently diverted, pulled away by the insistent ping of a notification, a digital call. It is as if we are afraid of stillness, of unmediated reality, afraid of the quiet moments that might allow for genuine thought or interaction. The world around us is vibrant, full of potential connections, yet we often choose the filtered reality of the screen, a familiar retreat. This public solitude is a stark image of our times. The front door closes. Home, it should be a sanctuary, but for an increasing number, home can also be an island. Even under the same roof, individuals can drift into separate orbits, tethered to their own screen. Now, for some, dinner is a solitary affair, eaten in front of a television. Conversation becomes fragmented, interrupted by the digital world. Digital voices fill the space, but they do not offer true companionship. We are surrounded by the comforts of modern living. Yet, a fundamental human need for connection can go unmet. This is the quiet paradox unfolding behind closed doors. We instinctively reach for our devices, seeking connection. Social media offers a constant stream of updates, but how deep does this connection truly go? Online exchanges can feel like skimming stones across a lake, touching the surface but not exploring the depths. We curate our profiles, presenting the best versions of ourselves, creating pressure to always appear happy. This comparison can breed envy rather than genuine connection. A like is not a listening ear. We are more connected than ever, yet a persistent ache of loneliness can still reside within. Digital tools can bridge distances but cannot fulfill our deepest need for authentic, heartfelt connection. Old age is often pictured as peaceful, but for many in care homes it's marked by deep loneliness. Days blur together, routines replace real connection, and staff, though kind, rarely have time to truly listen. Technology offers brief windows to loved ones, but a screen can't replace a warm hug or a hand to hold. The world outside moves fast while their own shrinks to the walls of their room. Online calls highlight what's missing: genuine, sustained companionship. Their stories and wisdom go unheard. Their silence a powerful reminder that digital connection can't fill the void of true presence. The ache of being unseen and unheard lingers, a quiet crisis technology alone cannot solve. A young adult moves to a new city, chasing opportunity but finding unexpected loneliness. Surrounded by millions, they feel invisible. Digital connections to home offer comfort but also keep them from embracing the present. Social media and apps promise new friends, but most interactions remain shallow. The city buzzes outside, yet evenings are spent alone, scrolling through others' seemingly connected lives. The contrast between online vibrancy and real-world isolation is stark. Behind ambitious faces is a longing for authentic face-to-face connection, a true sense of belonging. The challenge of forging real bonds in a new place is a silent, heavy burden. Long-distance couples rely on technology to stay close. Video calls, messages, shared movies. These digital bridges help but can't replace the warmth of a hug or the comfort of shared silence. Special occasions are celebrated through screens, making the absence even more poignant. Misunderstandings arise easily, and the lack of daily, mundane moments together leaves a gap. Technology keeps hope alive, but also reminds them of the distance. They live in a state of connected disconnection, emotionally close, physically apart. Their love is resilient, but marked by daily longing for true presence. The digital bridge is strong, but never quite enough. So, loneliness is a growing global epidemic, affecting millions across all ages and backgrounds. Studies show up to 1 in 3 adults feel isolated, with young people, despite digital connectivity, often the loneliest. The rise is steady, fueled by changing families, mobility, and the nature of our online lives. More people live alone than ever, and even those with company can feel deeply alone. These numbers aren't just statistics, they represent real people in distress. Loneliness erodes well-being and is a serious public health concern. Recognizing the scale is the first step to addressing its hidden consequences. The data is a call to look closer and act. Loneliness isn't just sadness, it's a heavy fog that weighs on the mind. Disconnection raises stress, anxiety, and can spiral into depression, making it harder to reach out. The lack of meaningful interaction drains joy and resilience, leaving people vulnerable to negative emotions. Chronic isolation changes brain chemistry, making daily life feel overwhelming. Neuroscience shows social pain is as real as physical pain. Our need for belonging is fundamental. When unmet, mental health suffers deeply, often in silence. Recognizing this link is crucial to understanding the true cost of disconnection. Fostering real connection is essential for mental well-being. Loneliness impacts our bodies. Our physical health is sensitive to our social connections. Chronic loneliness can trigger harmful bodily reactions. Real physiological changes occur, increasing risks for health problems. People who feel lonely often report difficulty falling asleep, and poor sleep affects our mood and overall health. Loneliness has been linked to heart disease, stroke, higher blood pressure, and inflammation. Sustained stress takes a toll, weakening defenses and accelerating aging. Isolation may lead to unhealthy habits and less physical activity. Connection is a fundamental human need for health. The hidden impact of loneliness can go even deeper than mental or physical strain. When disconnection becomes a chronic state, it can leave profound scars. It can begin to erode a person's sense of self, their place in the world. This is more than just feeling sad or unwell for a period. It is a fundamental questioning of one's value and purpose, a feeling that one is adrift, without anchor in a vast and indifferent universe. This existential pain is a heavy burden to carry alone. It can lead to a sense of hopelessness that is difficult to shake. The world can seem to lose its meaning when there is no one to share it with. This is the agony that prolonged isolation can inflict upon the human spirit. This deep sense of being cut off can lead to self-destructive behaviors. Some may turn to substance abuse as a way to numb the pain, to temporarily escape the crushing weight of their solitude. Others might withdraw even further, creating thicker walls around themselves, making it even harder for connection to find its way in. The very mechanisms people use to cope can deepen their isolation. This creates a tragic cycle of pain and further disconnection. The real pain of loneliness is not just an absence of company. It is an active, gnawing presence that can consume one's life. It can make a person feel invisible, even to themselves. Consider the loss of joy, the fading of laughter from one's days. When experiences are not shared, their vibrancy can diminish. A beautiful sunset witnessed alone may not feel as breathtaking. A personal achievement may feel hollow without someone to celebrate with. Life's ups and downs are meant to be navigated with others. Shared joy is amplified, shared sorrow is lessened. Without these shared experiences, life can feel flat, monotonous. The human spirit craves resonance, the feeling of being understood and mirrored. Prolonged disconnection starves the spirit of this vital nourishment, leaving behind an emptiness that can be profoundly painful. The ultimate hidden impact can be a slow fading of the will to live. When connection is lost, hope can also begin to wither. The feeling that things will never get better can become entrenched. This is the darkest side of the loneliness epidemic. It is a place of profound despair where the future seems bleak. Recognizing this deep agony is essential. We must not look away, for it is in understanding the true depth of this pain that we can find the compassion and urgency to act, to build bridges of connection for those who feel most lost. The scars of disconnection are real, but healing is always possible. The path back from loneliness can feel daunting, but even in the deepest shadows, tiny sparks of hope can begin to glow. The journey begins with one simple step, a brief, friendly smile offered to a stranger. These are tiny seeds of connection. Seeking out spaces where gentle interaction is natural can also be a powerful step, like a library or park bench. The most crucial first step is a shift in mindset. It is about extending a hand, even if it trembles slightly, trusting that another hand might reach back. As sparks of connection catch, we build stronger bridges by creating spaces where shared experiences flourish. Community dinners, gardening, painting, and music groups bring people together through common passions. Volunteering connects us, enriching our lives and fostering a sense of purpose. Support groups offer safe spaces to share struggles, find validation, and experience healing through empathy. Shared experiences create common ground, genuine relationships, and a sense of belonging. This sense of we-ness is a fundamental human need, the cornerstone of a resilient and fulfilling life. As we build bridges, a deeper transformation can occur through authentic human presence. It starts with putting down our devices, prioritizing real-world engagement. When fully present, a deeper connection becomes possible. When we truly listen, we offer our authentic presence, building trust. These interactions nourish the soul, reminding us that we are not alone. Ultimately, it's about nurturing heartfelt connections and rediscovering the joy of human touch. The goal is to cultivate a life rich in genuine relationships. This journey back to real interaction is a journey towards healing and a fuller existence. We have walked together through the shadows of modern solitude. The human spirit holds an unyielding capacity for connection, guiding us back towards each other. Technology weaves threads of contact but can obscure deeper connections. Use technology mindfully to augment real human presence. Healing from loneliness is an active, collective process. Each shared moment rebuilds our social worlds. Genuine relationships are the bedrock of our well-being. Authentic connection is a powerful medicine, healing the wounds of isolation. It is the beautiful song our hearts were always meant to sing together. Imagine someone at a doorway stepping into a warm, inviting room. Inside, a gentle hum of conversation and shared presence. A smile begins to spread across their face. This is an arrival into a welcoming space of acceptance, of community. It is filled with the unspoken, comforting language of inclusion and welcome. This transformation from isolation to connection is a testament to human resilience, reminding us that change leads to hopeful new beginnings. Belonging is a potential, attainable reality for all who earnestly seek it. As our shared exploration of this vital topic now draws towards its close, let this not be just a passive observation for you. Please consider this a heartfelt invitation, a gentle and encouraging nudge from our common shared humanity. Take a moment, if you will, to reflect quietly on your own current connections. Are they truly nurturing your spirit, feeding your soul? Are there perhaps some existing threads you sincerely wish to strengthen, or maybe entirely new ones you deeply yearn to weave into your life? The inherent power to positively change your social landscape, to significantly deepen your bonds with others, often lies much closer than you might initially think. It usually begins with a simple, clear intention, a genuine willingness to engage. If this journey through the varied landscapes of loneliness and connection has resonated deeply within you, if it has, in some way, made you feel truly seen and understood in your own personal experiences, or if it has perhaps brought to your mind someone specific you care about, someone who you suspect might be struggling in silence, let that intuitive feeling be your clear and urgent cue to act. Reaching out to another person is a profound gift, one that generously blesses both the giver and the receiver in beautiful ways. A simple, considerate act of connection can ripple outwards far beyond your sight, creating unforeseen and welcome waves of warmth, support, and understanding. Please do not ever underestimate the profound and lasting impact of seemingly small, everyday gestures. A spontaneous phone call to an old friend with whom you have unfortunately lost touch. A genuine offer to share a simple cup of coffee with a work colleague. A heartfelt, sincere compliment offered to a stranger you pass on the street. These apparently minor actions can, in reality, be incredibly powerful catalysts for positive change. They can effectively begin to break down the invisible yet formidable walls that isolation so cunningly builds around us. Every single attempt to connect, however small it may seem, is another crucial stitch in the rich, vibrant tapestry of a more interwoven life. Our world is undeniably full of compelling stories, many of them tragically unheard, many of them precisely about this very human search for genuine connection. The sincere hope is that by bringing these vital, often unspoken human experiences back to the surface, we can collectively foster greater empathy and deeper understanding. We can inspire more people to confidently build those necessary bridges, to courageously reach out, to patiently listen with open hearts. Because in the end, it is these authentic connections that truly define the ultimate quality of our lives. It is in carefully weaving ourselves together, thread by thread, that we finally find our truest, most vibrant and most fulfilled selves.